First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. And if you've listened for any time to these little clips I've been doing, you'll notice I always say, keep pressing on. I focus this ministry on keep pressing on, meaning that Jesus Christ is the one that saves us, delivers us, heals us. And not only that, he wants us to finish well. It's not time to give up. It's not time to get discouraged and throw in the towel. It's a time to press on into what God has for us. And in the book of Philippians, chapter 3, verses 12 and 13, it says, "Brothers, I do not count myself to have apprehended. But one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forward to those things which are ahead. I press toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus." Paul hit four main things that I want to hit on today. One thing he says, I live my life understanding I have not arrived. Paul says, I have not apprehended. I haven't reached it yet. Here was a man that healed the sick, that actually raised the dead, established churches. God used in a mighty way, wrote many epistles to the church, and yet he realized, I haven't arrived yet. I just want to encourage you, no matter what God's done greatly in your life in the past, we can't just rely on that. We have to recognize none of us have arrived yet. God still has more for us. The second thing Paul said was he worked on forgetting the past. We just have to let the baggage go from this past year, from whatever the enemy does to accuse us and to laden us down with all of our mistakes and our past failures. Paul says, I've got to let that go. I can't move on while still carrying the burdens of yesterday. The third thing he says, I continue to reach for what's ahead. I realize that God has something for us today, propelling us to go forward. You know what? Somebody's going to get saved today. Somebody's going to get healed, delivered. Doors are going to open for them. We have to continue to reach forward for what God has for us. Your best days are not in the past. The Lord is still at work in your life, propelling you forward. And then the last thing was, he says, I press towards that goal. I press towards. Moving into what God has for you and I requires a pressing in. It requires a yielding ourselves to the grace of God and understanding there may be difficulty, there may be warfare, there will be obstacles in our life, but we are determined to press into what God has for us. I just want to encourage you as you move into the new year, just to put the past behind and move into what God has for you. God bless you, be encouraged, and keep pressing on.